Hey everybody, it's 7 o'clock on Christmas Day night, and we are here to meditate. I'm going to just have some chanting going on in the background while we wait for people to show up. So I see a couple of you already. I hope you had a lovely day. Mine was peaceful. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, you're here. Are you guys out partying today? What's going on? Nice to see you. We're gonna meditate in a little bit, so I'm grateful that you're here. And let me just grab a couple things. As you can see, I'm by my tree. Let me see if I can give you a little bit more of the tree. The joy tree. Hang on a sec. So, how are you doing? How was your day? I hope that you were able to check out Church of Spirituality. On the high holy days, I do the whole deal. I do even like Easter time. I do 4 days of spiritual services, and last night I did Christmas Eve, and this morning we did a Christmas Day service. I heard there's a lot of solar flares happening, so that's probably why we had Wi-Fi issues at the end last night. But we did do a service this morning, as I just said. So I'm grateful that you're here. I think that during this time, there's a candle coming out of my head. During this time, we really want to push the momentum. We want to amp up the momentum of the light. We want to amp up the amplitude of the light so we can push this evil out. And we have to know and believe that that's possible. So we're here to support each other in knowing that that's possible. I was watching a little clip from Ukraine, and there was a priest there, some kind of parish there, and they were able to get generators through donations to have the electricity on, so they could light up their Christmas trees. And in the midst of this chaotic situation they're in with this Terminator Putin, just attacking and attacking, attacking. So, it made me, first of all, grateful that people are stepping up and helping Ukraine in any way that they can. If you watch Jason J. Smart's channel, he gives updates. He's in Ukraine. He gives updates on what's happening with the war and what they need. And there's a way to donate so that the Ukrainian soldiers can have more drones. And we're in a pretty dark time, but we're going to come out of it. And part of why we're going to come out of it, and what makes me know that we're going to come out of it, is that you and all of you and me and all the others that are of like mind are coming together. And we're making a difference because we're using the power of our collective consciousness to oust the evil. I'm of the mind that we have to see it in order to get rid of it, right? What's not revealed cannot be healed. What's revealed can be healed. The Trump regime is crumbling. And I know that he's a very dangerous, deranged person. He does a lot of projecting, calling us that. And we just have to, keep ourselves level-headed and stay in the awareness that we can stay peaceful ourselves, and that contributes to the peacefulness and the collective. And just on that note, I was listening to an astronomer earlier, and there are lots of solar flares. There's a big one, several, from what I gathered from what he was saying on December 8th. As I said, the Wi-Fi got kind of knocked out last night. So we're dealing with that. And that's part of the reason, like today, there's an energy in the air that feels kind of like real stressed to me. Just what I'm picking up on psychically. So I'm not really sure what that's about. I know in California they're having some massive floods. And I think people just get nervous at Christmas time because just in general, there's so much pressure, there's so much stress. And right now people are thinking about what's going to happen to their health care, what's going to happen to their income. A lot of people have lost jobs because of this deranged doofus. But we have the power to oust them. And I was reading, if you don't subscribe to Midas Touch's newsletter, subscribe to Midas Touch's newsletter. Merry Christmas, everybody. People just joining. Ben Meiselas said some really important things in his Christmas newsletter. And it's like, despite all this difficulty, we can consider like 2025 has been a powerful year. I'm saying that. He didn't say powerful, but I don't think. It's been a powerful year because this regime could have overthrown our democracy. Well, on January 6th, 2021 could have. And now, and this year could have we could have all kind of like gone to sleep and gone our democracy would be. But we are pushing back and we are fighting and we are resisting and we're not taking this crap. And this nation was founded on freedom of speech and life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all. And it's very bad what he's doing. It's horrible what this regime is doing. But they are weakening and we are strengthening. And if you don't think that that's true, look at the fact that this whole entire year, from January to December 25th, we have not stopped pushing back. And more people are awakening to the truth. This is fascism. I was listening a little bit to Marianne Williamson. She made a short video and mentioned that Heather Cox Richardson, who's a very careful historian, who's been sort of guiding us through, what democracy is and what's happening to it. And Marianne mentioned that Heather called it what it is, which is a lot. That's saying a lot coming from somebody who's usually extremely careful in her language, because she's a very precise person, Heather Cox Richardson. Very knowledgeable. And she is calling it a Nazi movement. And they are getting ready. I'm not saying that they're going to succeed, because I don't believe that they will, because of all the pushback, for one thing. They're getting ready to build all these concentration camps. And they're getting ready to ramp up the number of people in ICE, right? But what we know for sure is that there are more good people than bad people, or badly behaving people. And I don't think that the higher frequency vibration that we're really heading into, and we're in it now, and it's just going to increase, I don't think it's going to allow this to be sustained. And as I said before, did you see that video of Marianne Williamson? It was just a short one. And she's got a longer one about Christmas that I downloaded. I'm going to watch it when I get a chance. But I have always said, and I really do feel this, that we needed more people on board in the collective that don't want this, that don't want this Nazism. And the more, they are insane and they're pure evil, absolutely. But the more people that used to be for Trump that are now seeing how much, at the level, how much he lied to them, how much he gaslit them, how much he just played on their fears. And, as they're starting to wake up, and we know it's not everybody, but it's a lot more than you might have thought. We have their collective consciousness. We have them on board now too. And I stand by the fact, and this is factual, and it's what I got, and I keep repeating it. I just hope that you really all get this, is that if Kamala had actually, like been declared the winner, like she did win, but if she had been declared the winner, we'd have no opportunity to just get rid of this fascism, because it was already there. It was already there. And there would have been a civil war. So let's just stay in the mindset that there's a divine intelligence at work. And we have decided that we're going to make it through this, right? Can I get a witness? We've all decided that we're going to get through this. Darren, it's okay that you're late. We don't start the meditation until 15 minutes in, and that's why, in case people show up late. You were probably partying. We have the capability, and it is working. And this is what I call resistance training, right? You may have heard that. I've said it before. We need a level of engagement and involvement that far surpasses anything we've ever seen in our lifetime. We need the collective population of America to be engaged. And once we're engaged, and we are, I'm going to start Grassroots of Democracy up at some capacity in the near future, in the new year. Once we're engaged, we can move mountains, and we can get people to be aware and knowledgeable about how we make this work, right? Part of the reason that we are where we are in this country, and I think about this all the time. Nobody knows how democracy works unless you're in government. I mean, and I don't mean to downplay your awareness, but in a country where democracy is by the people and for the people, we are remiss to not educate everybody on a regular basis. And that was by strategy. That was by design that the Republican Party did that. They took away our awareness. They took away our desire to even talk about politics or how it all works. They, in a certain way, they took away our desire or our curiosity by saying things like, this is in the collective. Oh, we don't talk about politics, right? We don't talk about politics. What? Do you not talk about how to maintain your house? Do you just ignore it if you own a house? You're in trouble if you do that, right? So we will be on board, and we're moving in that direction. We will be on board with revamping our democracy and having a society where people, maybe you get fined if you don't vote. That's what they do in Australia. It sure beats what we're looking at right now, right? If you get like a $25 fine, like a parking ticket, if you don't vote, you'd think twice about not voting. And it's for our own benefit. So let's stick together. And I'm so grateful that you've chosen to be with us on Christmas night. I had, the passing thought, oh my gosh, it's guided meditation for Healed America every Thursday night. It's Christmas. It's Thursday night. I'm not taking that off. I'm not going to just skip it. Right? Because this is more important. I mean, we love Christmas, but it's really important that if we can show up and be together in a guided meditation, that, that we do that. Now, before we go into it at the 15-minute mark exactly, I want you all to know that I channeled some very, very powerful Christmas meditations, one last night and one this morning. So the Christmas Eve services for Church of Spirituality were last night at 10 p.m. Eastern and then again at 10 a.m. So go watch them. There's a lot of music. If you like Christmas music, then there it is. Sacred Christmas music. And it was really, I do it every year because it's so uplifting for me to ride that energy that's going on right now. So let's stay in the positivity. Let's stay in that collective unity. And we have 15 seconds before we go into the meditation. Make sure that you're in a comfortable position where you won't be interrupted. And we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it, and a longer breath out. A long breath in and hold it, and a longer breath out. Take another breath in and hold it, and a longer breath out. And just bring the feeling of relaxation into your entire body. The vibration of peacefulness throughout your entire body. Feel your body surrendering to gravity, feeling pulled down by the gravitational pull, feeling it. Seeing yourself as a spiritual being in human form. And your spirit knows that to get with others and collective unity of mind is the thing to do. It's who we are. Your soul knows this. So give yourself a sense of gratitude and appreciation for recognizing how important this is, for just being in that awareness. And imagine that you can feel all the peaceful prayers and meditations and vibrations of the past 24 hours, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Imagine you can feel the vibrational frequency of all the good wishes and the good cheer and the love and the appreciation, the joy flowing all throughout this planet, all through the world. Imagine you can feel that goodness of all people. Imagine the goodness is a certain vibrational energy that you can feel. It's palpable. And now follow the sensation of the breath as it moves in and out of your nostrils. Pay close attention to the sensation of the breath. And as you pay attention to this breath, have a real appreciation for this gift of life. And have a sense of appreciation for all those who have gone before us that you've known, that really demonstrated to you what it is to truly live, to have a good life. Let's reflect on them. And let's know that their presence is also with us. And imagine now there's a huge star in the night sky shining down rays of star beams around and onto your entire body. And these star beams emanating from this beautiful star are moving in through your skin and into your entire body. Feel the sparkling of the star beams. And imagine that these beams of starlight now permeating your entire physical being have a mystical, magical quality to them. And this mystical, magical quality is such that all the good that you envision and we envision together becomes really crystallized and really in effect and really manifest. Feel yourself absorbing this beautiful starlight, these rays of star beams in your entire body, knowing that everyone here is absorbing the same starlight. And we feel ourselves as star seed beings that perhaps have been through all time, space, reality, in different dimensions, different star systems. Just let your imagination go. Feel that starlight connecting you to the cosmos. All one, all blended together as one collective consciousness. And now imagine all the energy of the people who have been praying and intending and meditating together during this time in particular. Imagine their energies, that thought energy, that togetherness energy, as a mist, like a fog, a beautiful, sparkling fog, scintillating with light, sparkles of light. And we're all swimming in this. We're all a part of it. We're in this fog of beautiful, high vibrational frequency light. It's amazing. What an amazing sensation. And we're all forming this together with our awareness. This fog of beautiful light. And now begin to see that this fog of sparkling light flowing in us and through us and all around us as a huge collective community is moving into Washington, D.C. A fog of light, of sparkling light, of starlight is permeating all the government buildings in Washington, D.C. Feel it. Just feel it. Without judgment or assessment or measurement, just feel the energy, see the energy in your mind's eye of this foggy mist of high vibrational starlight energy collectively being manifest, descending upon the White House. And imagine the momentum of all the people wanting the same thing, for this evil regime to be removed, is making things move. Imagine things happening that force the removal of this evil regime, of this cruel regime. Just know the energy that we're part of, this consciousness, this starlight infused collective energy is really penetrating the White House. And the frequency is so high that it's pushing all those at the very low frequencies that they operate in of evil and cruelty. They cannot sustain the evil. They cannot stand it. It's like a high-pitched sound that's making them feel that to be in that establishment, to be in the government at all is unbearable. And they just need to get away. And all the circumstances and all the crimes that they have committed, they're no longer getting away with. They are being removed. The evil cannot survive in this frequency. The evil energy cannot sustain in this collective energy. It's the cosmic energy of the angels, of the divine intelligence that created us all, of life itself, and they are anti-life. So they cannot exist in our collective as evildoers ever anymore. And they never can do this ever again. And just imagine at the same time that this energy is across the oceans also and disassembling the Kremlin and all the evildoers and all the murderers, all the sadists, all the oligarchs that are so evil. It's working on them too. And the two are disassembling and falling apart, and the connections are severed, and the people of Russia are free, and the people of America are free. We feel it. This cosmic light is aiding us in creating this being the case. And all those who we can think of, there are so many who have been perpetrating evil and destruction on all levels and all ways of destruction of the United States of America, destroying our connections and destroying other countries with their evil intentions on the docket ready to be pushed. Imagine all those characters being affected by this cosmic light. We are moving together like a fog of intergalactic high vibrational frequency light, and it feels to them like a high-pitched tone that they cannot tolerate. See each and every one of them removed from their position. They cannot keep up the evil. They are removed. They are arrested, they are impeached and removed. They are whatever creates their removal, whatever circumstances mean removal, are happening effectively. They are rendered completely unable to do any more harm to this nation. Feel the collective energy of all the American people who do not want fascism, so dug in and so committed to having the darkness and the evil removed, that all of them are on board too, and they are affected by this fog of sparkling starlight energy. And together we create a wave of energy, and this wave crashes over the White House, the Pentagon, the Capitol, all the grounds of our government of Washington, D.C., swept away, the energy of evil swept away, leaving behind a very, very sparkling, cleansed and cleared government. The evildoers have been removed by our collective consciousness with the help of the angels and the light beings. Our collective energy is removing them now. Feel it. And now you feel the energy of exuberance come over all of us, this collective community, at hearing the news, at knowing that the evil has been removed. And we don't get caught up in when and how, we just know that this is a divine right order of things. Feel America bit by bit being in a position to rebuild herself. Feel all the American people, all that are able and capable, pitching in like we've done so many times before as a country, pitching in, doing what it takes, reaching out to Ukraine, reaching out to our European allies who had lost faith and trust in us and called us the enemy. See us rebuilding, humbled, engaged, participating, and see us doing this joyfully. We have been through a hard battle, but we're seeing the light. We're seeing the light that we created together to cause divine right action to happen. And now relax your focus and feel yourself in your chair where you're seated, and feel the feeling of gratitude. Feel the feeling of divine grace being bestowed upon all of us. Almost feeling like it's too good to be true, but it's true. Feel the American people exploding in celebration and really knowing that though we almost lost, the thrill of victory is here. And as we move into this new year, we do the work, we do what it takes, we keep the momentum going, and this is a momentum that brings our country back to us that they stole. Feel ourselves together in recovery. And restitution, not retribution. Feel our country free of this evil regime, and feel our country being led by Democrats, strong Democrats, committed Democrats, and any others who wish to help this country to be healed and to be better. Perhaps even a new party and a new way of governing that works for everyone. And now, with a sense of relief and clarity and upliftment, pay attention to the gentle sensation of the breath as it moves in and out. And feel the beautiful energy of this Christmas day for so many. As I count up from 5 to 1 to bring you to an awakened state, or if you wish, you can continue to meditate. And I'll just end at the count of 1. 5, 4, 3, it is done. 2, and at the count of 1, when you're ready, you can open your eyes or continue to meditate. And 1, and namaste.